Welcome to Team Redline Techniques in association with Ball Racing Developments. This week in Team Redline Techniques, using the upcoming Work in Progress CART 1998 mod by Racing Line Developments for rFactor, we're going to take a lap of Laguna Seca with Gregor Hutu driving the Team Cool Green car. Laguna Seca, one of the most famous circuits in the world, based near Monterey, California. The 2.3 mile track consists of 11 turns, with one of the most famous corners in motorsport, the corkscrew. Before we start, just a couple of tips. Firstly, make sure your brakes are warmed up. This goes for all sims, but it's so easy to outbrake yourself from turn 1 due to cold brakes. On your out lap, make sure that you trail brake a little bit before you start your qualifying lap. This should get them up to temperature. As with the brakes, your tyres are also going to be cold. It's going to take a couple of laps for them to warm up, so take corners easier and also brake a bit earlier. A couple of track tips now. Make sure on the final corner you hit the apex and don't brake too late. It's a common mistake. You need to carry as much speed as possible down the start-finish straight. You can easily lose half a second to a second just by outbraking yourself. Due to the nature of Laguna Seca, a tight and twisty circuit, it's difficult to find a good place to pass. The best place by far is into turn 1, and if you get a good drive out of the final corner you can outbrake an opponent. Now we're approaching the start of the lap, flat out, through the gears, eventually getting into 6th gear just over the line. Just over the brow of the hill, keep an eye on your brake marker on the right hand side. Always stick to your brake marker, it's easy to go wide and lose a lot of time. In this case, let's use the black markings on the road. Take a wide entry down into 2nd gear and trail brake slightly. The corner is a double apex, so let the car run a bit wide in the middle of it to carry the speed out. Now we're heading to turn 2, 3rd gear. Don't push too hard on entry, keep it tight on the inside and get on the throttle as early as possible. Now brake quickly straight into 4th gear for this corner. This is similar to the previous one, just faster. Coming up to turn 4, left-hander, brake just after the bridge, down to 3rd gear. You can trail brake into the corner a bit here. Again, keep a smooth line through the corner and don't miss the apex as you want to carry the speed all the way up the hill. Tricky one here, quick dab on the brakes, turn in quickly, get as close to the curb on the inside as possible but don't touch it. Get back on the throttle hard and try to avoid lifting off once you do. Now entering the famous corkscrew, hard on the brakes at first, but to avoid locking up, ease off a bit as you go over the crest, then brake harder again. Keep neutral throttle throughout the downhill part and smoothly accelerate out. Take it easy on the entry of this corner because the car wants to understeer in 4th gear. No braking needed. Once you get the car turned in, you can get back on the throttle quickly. Quickly on the brakes into 3rd gear, bring the car as much to the inside as possible but avoid the curb at both apex and exit. The final corner, brake early enough and smoothly roll off the brake as you turn in. Hit the apex and accelerate early to carry the speed down the front straight.